Factoring trinomial worksheet. You know how to do, maybe half of this, maybe a little bit more than half. So we're not going to do number 1 and number 2 today, but let's look at number 4. Yes. Yeah, we're going to spend 2 days on this. Yeah. I'll go through that in a minute. All right. We have 3 terms in this quadratic, so I need to use the box. I draw the box. I stick in d squared and 96. I multiply those together, and I get 96d squared. And when you guys get confused, I think it's because you forget to write this down. It seems like when you make mistakes or when you get lost, it's because you're not showing your work. I need to go through the factors of 96, 1 and 96, and you can just use your calculator. 96 divided by 2 is 48. 96 divided by 3 is 32. 4 and 24. 5 doesn't work. Oh wait, 3 and 32, sorry. 6 and 18. 7 doesn't work. 8 and 12. And that's it. 9. No, 9 should work, right? Did I mess up? Is it 16? Oh, sorry. It's 6 and 16 and 8 and 12. Okay, that makes more sense. 9 doesn't work. So is there a set of numbers that add to be 20? 8 and 12. And there have to be D's on those also. We put 8D in one and 12D in the other. What does the top row share? D. And if I take out a D, I'm left with D plus 8. And if I take a D out of the first column, I get a 12 over here. So my answer is D plus 8 and D plus 12. Now in the past, we wanted to find the roots, which means we set it equal to 0 and we get D equals -8 and D equals -12. You don't need to do that on this one. All you need to do is find the factors and you're finished. You don't have to finish. You don't have to write equals 0 and then solve. This is your answer for today. Okay. Now I want to go back to number 3. X squared minus 81. Hey, there you are. Can I take anything out of this? No, and I'm going to write it in a little bit different way. X squared plus 0x minus 81. Because it turns out this one does factor. So I draw the box. I put in x squared and -81. Multiply those together. -81 x squared. 1 and 81. 2 doesn't work. 3 and 27. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 9. Yes. Is there a set that will add to be 0? 9 and -9. So -9x and 9x. Pull out an x, and I get x minus 9. Pull out an x, and I get x plus 9. And I'm done. Okay. Look at number 9. Something weird is going on with number 9. They all have r's. That's a problem. But because they all have an r, I can take the r out. So if I start with r to the third plus 3r squared minus 54r, I'm going to take out an r from everything. And I get r times r squared plus 3r minus 54. Does everybody understand that? If you don't take the r out, the box won't work. Well, at least it's not going to work in any simple way. Now, I put this piece in the box. R squared and negative 54. Multiply those together. Negative 54r squared. Are there factors of negative 54 that add to be 3? Negative 6 and 9. Negative 6r and 9r. Pull out an r, and I get r minus 6. Pull out an r, and I get r plus 9. Now, here's where you have to be careful. What is my answer? R plus 9, r minus 6, and there was an r in the original that I took out, so it needs to stay. And it turns out this quadratic has 3 roots: 0, negative 9, and 6. Now, you don't need to write those. But this is an equation that hits the x-axis 3 times instead of 2. That's an r to the third can hit 3 times. An r to the fourth can hit 4 times. Well, it might miss, right? An x squared graph might miss. So the number tells you how many it can hit. So an r to the fourth can hit 5 times, or 4 times, or 3, or 2, or 1, or 0. An r to the ninth could hit 9 or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not 0. If it's odd, it has to hit at least once. So an even graph would look something like this. An odd graph would look something like this. And we can move that up so far that it misses. But if I draw my axis for that, no matter where I put this x to the third graph, this one, if I go down, it's still going to hit, right? And even if I go up, it's still going to hit. So the evens could miss, and the odds have to have at least one root. Okay. Something similar happens in number 13. 4p squared plus 4p minus 24. We haven't factored any that have a number in front of the leading variable, but I can pull out a 4. So I'm going to yank a 4 out of everything. And that gives me p squared plus p minus 6. And remember, we're dividing everything by 4. Does everybody understand that? Now I draw the box. P squared and negative 6. Multiply those together. Are there factors of negative 6 that add to be 1? Negative 2 and positive 3. So negative 2p, 3p, and I pull out a p, and I get p minus 2. Pull out a p, and I get plus 3. Don't forget the 4. The factors are 4 times p plus 3 times p minus 2. Okay? All right, the ones you need to do today, and don't cross off the others. We're going to do all of them, but today we're only working on some of them, and then next week we'll finish. So you need to do 5, 7, 10, 14, 16, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, and that will be it for today. Now, look at 28. Look at number 28. What are we going to do to number 28? The h's and the 2. So you're going to pull out a 2 and an h. Well, the outside will be 2h, and the inside will be whatever's left after you remove the 2 and one of the h's. Okay? All right. Save the worksheet. Don't hand it in. We'll finish this later.